shoot. Oh, that shit rolling down how, dude. Look at that big one right there.
That's crazy. It's pretty cool though.
Looks like they cut a bunch of this stuff.
Look at this tree. It's enormous. Todd, go stand next to it. We can get some perspective here. This thing is ridiculous.
Get some blank air, don't talk over everything.
That is insane. Todd the tree hugger. Avalanche chute. It's all the way up there. All the way. Huh. I do not want to be stuck here. It's beautiful though. It's what?
We're in the Alpine Lakes Wilderness, and this is Trout Lake.
Trout Lake. Well, apparently you can camp up there, and there's also a toilet.
Well, yeah. It may be a pit latrine.
Right. I doubt they're going to have luxury accommodations with bathroom attendant and cologne for us.
Sometimes you see things that you'd be surprised that they have up here.
I doubt that's one of them, though.
Well, I've seen solar
Trout
bathrooms
Lake.
before. Are there bees up there?
Bees?
Bees.
Didn't see any bees.
Okay.
A few mosquitoes, none of them even bit.
How was the trail?
Trail's great. There was
Cool.
one fish.
One fish.
One
Nice.
fish. So good luck. Sorry if you're fishing. Sorry.
Nah, we're not. You guys take care.
People sound like I'm high when I asked them about the bees. It said bees on the front.
I know.
It said bees everywhere.
Day use only. This looks like this will probably be our camp tomorrow, right?
Yeah, back over here. I don't know. I mean, we're not far from the next lake. Or where we'll probably... Clear.
Hey, you hear that? Oh.
No. This is where we started. And that's as far as we went. So if you want to look, we humped it up this hill. That was our steepest hill. Well, to Malachite Lake or Copper Lake, whichever one we go to.
Mm-hmm.
That is child's play compared to that, because that's 2,000 feet.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where we're going now, right?
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
So it's 10 o'clock hour.
Man, it's a monster hike. Whew. So beautiful. It's insane. Look at that. how far was that climb we just did?
3 miles.
Well, you said we went up 800 feet?
No, we went higher than that from base to here. The distance linear was 3 miles, and vertically was about probably 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet. We got about 1,200 more to go. So the waterfall down there. So we came up about 1,000. We got about 1,200 more to go. We got to go all the way up there. Oh my goodness. This is about 7:40 Pacific time right now. It's about 10:40 in Ohio. So dealing with a little bit of jet lag. We're gonna have to probably hike with our headlamps on. It's gonna get dark on us, but we obviously can't hike or can't camp here. There's a hill and then a cliff. No camping around here. You got extra batteries on the back of that?
Well, yeah, but it shouldn't be happening because these are brand new batteries. I put these in here the other day. And I didn't have
Princeton Tech ain't working for you?
Well, I think it's this model. This one isn't even waterproof.
I got the Black Diamond, works great. Oh.
This actually wasn't one of the something.
Better start drinking more water. Starting to get a headache.
Your ears pop halfway here?
They're kind of popping right now. Actually, they need to pop. They're starting to hurt.
Mine starting to pop.
What's the elevation we're at? Oh.
My watch says 2640.
2640.
Let's see what the GPS says. 2730, so I would take this over my watch. So my watch is about 100 feet off.
So not quite 3,000 feet up, about another 1,200 to go. Can't come soon enough. So we got in at 9:45. 9:45. So it was pitch black when we got in, and we set up camp. We couldn't see anything, but we knew we were by the lake, right? So
it took us not quite 4 hours to get here. Not quite 4 hours to hike, a little over 4 or 5 miles, 4.5 miles.
yeah, 4 hours to hike 4 or 5 miles because the elevation was so ridiculous.
Pace, basically.
But we couldn't see anything when we got here, and then we woke up, and then the view is just phenomenal. So we're camping basically in this little bowl in here. So we got a what?
A cert, I believe.
A cert?
Yeah.
But we're camping beside this lake. It's kind of a low-lying area, but it's the flattest place we could get, and it ended up working out. Flattest place we could get that we saw in 5 miles, but it was beautiful. It was awesome. Like I said, we couldn't see anything last night, so we just couldn't see all the rock and the trees and stuff. But there's a lot of debris in this lake. Try not to fall in here. The water is really clear though.
If I could reseal the bag.
Yeah.
With the hot bottom of that. Just do it just like I did the iron. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Making dinner. Got mine from Mountain House cooking.
Breakfast.
Breakfast, I'm sorry. I'm eating a dinner for breakfast. And then I'm getting ready to make some hot cocoa. Is that what you're making? I'm going to make?
Yeah.
Todd's going to make some, so I've got what I got going on here. Some beef stew, Mountain House. Todd's got his homemade granola with powdered milk. He bought his own Mylar bags and did his own thing, which is pretty cool. But just chilling out here by the lake. Can't beat it. Waiting on the sun to come out and dry our tent out so we can pack up camp and take off. But still kind of chilly out here. What's the temperature? You got your watch on?
Well, at my wrist it's 64 degrees, so it's probably upper 50s, low 60s.
Yeah, it's still nippy. Of course, we're not in the sun, we're still in the shade, so.
We're soaking wet too.
And we're soaking wet, because it took us about 45 minutes to find our bear bag.
Less than that, about half hour.
Yeah. We got visitors. Oh yeah. We're definitely made for some good sleeping listening to this water, the waterfall. And
Maybe the one where we're at.
well, I mean, yeah, the two different ones. That is beautiful. And that goes. And it was a long way up here. Look at that. I mean, it's a long way, but it was worth every step. You know, I thought at the time I was gonna die. Look at that. Wow. Oh man. These gorgeous views. It's on our way to Copper Lake. I think that's the waterfall from Copper Lake, the overflow. Then there's another one back by Malachi, something like that lake. And that's what we were listening to last night. Probably the best night of sleep I've ever got in the woods. Just the sound of the water, and look at that. That's gorgeous.
You see those lines in that one piece of rock right up there, the one that kind of goes around
Yeah.
at it's kind of elliptical or something, and there's a sharp angle going down.
Right.
Those are the cleavage lines of that rock. And what happens is with the freeze and thaw of rain and water and all that, it splits that rock using frozen water.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating. And then eventually, after a couple hundred or 1,000 years, that rock will get cleaved enough from the freeze and thaw cycle that it won't have enough strength to hold itself back up to the main rock face, and it'll just fall and tumble down like all leaves do. I mean, the big thing in New Hampshire, the Old Man of the Mountain, I don't know if you've heard about that. It's on their coin. It was just basically a profile view of somebody's looked like an old man's face.
Right.
It fell down a couple of years ago due to freeze and thaw.
Oh, did it?
The cleavage line, yeah. Which kind of sucks for New Hampshire since that was...
Right, kind of a big deal for them, huh? This is the kind of stuff that you see in magazines, and you think about coming to a place like the Cascades in Washington, you know, like the view we woke up to today. I mean, that's what you think of. That's, you know, you get Backpacker magazine or whatever, and that's the kind of stuff you see. It's just unbelievable when you see it in person. Doesn't do it justice in the magazines for sure. Never get tired of it. The hike sucks getting there, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I think what you're supposed to do is put these big rocks across. This is a pond over here. Okay.
Is it that other lake?
Right.
Well, that wasn't much of a climb. When the hell didn't we do that last night?
Well, that's what I was mentioning. I thought that this was a little further. Yeah.
Yeah, this would have been tough if we would have did this last night. What lake is past Heart Lake that they said they were camping at?
Oh, that weird sounding lake. I'm going blank on the name. I'll show you when we get up there. I think that's the little Heart Lake right there.
Okay. Man, we went up that far?
Well, look at that little pond we just passed. It's all the way down there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, because we came right around the edge of that.
That was 150, 200 feet down.
Yeah.
So we're, well, I'm guessing we're at least 500 feet above Heart Lake.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Good views. Beautiful. More uphill. Up and up and up. I don't think we're ever going to get to the top, ever. I don't think anyone in the history of mankind has ever made it to the top, because this is insane. But the views are worth it, so I can't really complain. And right now we're not carrying packs, so we ditched our packs back way back, probably 2 or 3 miles back, so we could day hike, and now we're just wearing the ribs pack, a little bit of water. Just doing a little day hike. We're gonna go up here, Heart Lake, get some pictures, and head back, because we gotta get to our, we'd like to get to our campsite by about 6, because last night we had a little trouble. We had to hang the bear bag at night. It was soaking wet. Everything was wet. We were freezing cold. It was just miserable. So I'm gonna try to get there a little bit of daylight, and so we're gonna go up here to Hart and turn around and come back. But And I don't even know if it's good news. It's gonna be tougher on my knees, but it's all downhill on the way back. Which is sometimes it's tougher than uphill. Well, a lot of times, especially in this terrain because it's so rocky. But all right. Hey, do the guys in Deadliest Catch put the camera down when a big wave is coming? No. You gotta sacrifice. Although I'm not willing to sacrifice that fall. So, I probably will put the camera down. Oh, almost a hard lake. Small glaciers up there. Very small glaciers. Just a big rock field. And Heart Lake is right down there, so almost there. Been hiking about 2.5 hours from when we left camp. So it means we got about 2 hours to get back, grab our packs, and about an hour and a half to get to camp. Oh man, this is definitely worth it. Water is turquoise blue, really clear. All these logs are from the avalanches up here. Tear down the trees and push them down here to this waterfall. That goes all the way around that bend. There's a big lake too. How high are we, Todd? We'll just call it 20,000 feet. It's close enough.
Pool elevation is 4,500, but we're above that.
Got a butterfly on my walking sticks. This would have been a great camp spot. Beautiful view to wake up to, that's for sure. Another butterfly. Hiking back down to Trout Lake. This is where we came. This is what we hiked up last night, though we couldn't see any of this stuff because it was dark. So how much further we got to go, Todd? About 10 feet?
Yeah.
mile downhill. Where are we at, Todd?
Leavenworth, Washington.
Leavenworth, Washington. Excuse me. We stopped here. It's to top. Man, I got some almonds in my throat. To get Todd a new headlamp because his crapped itself while we were out on the trip. So we're waiting on the sporting goods store to open up. So we're drying out some clothes.
And cutting my camp towel in half with the.
Nice. We're frightening the locals because we're drying out all of our clothes, as well as my underwear on the ground. So, but it's a pretty cool little town. You can see there's the mountains in the background, but it's all like a little Dutch, German type themed town. The sporting goods store is Der Sportsman. So, but yeah, it's a cool little town. Beautiful backdrop, and so hopefully we can get some of our clothes dry so I can wear it again, because that was the plan. But
I just want mine dry so they have mildew on the way home.
yeah, and that too.
Come on, T-Bone.
Don't run me over. Where are we headed to again?
This is Stuart Lake.
We're heading to Stuart Lake. Yeah, a little glacier right there. Stuart Lake and what, 8 Mile?
No, 8 miles way back there. This is Stuart Lake.
Oh. But it's near the enchantments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Alpine Lakes Wilderness. That's Sherpa Glacier.
Sherpa Glacier.
Yeah.
So we're still in the Alpine Lakes Wilderness area?
Yeah, it's huge.
I have no idea where we're at. I just followed Todd.
What's that?
Said I have no idea where we're at. I just followed Todd. Todd brought the big guns, so we can post them on the Facebook. Very nice. Alright, we're here at Stuart Lake. We just set up camp, got ourselves something to eat, got a quick bath, and we're just kind of chilling, resting up, because we got about a 2,300 foot hike tomorrow. So we'll be camped here for a couple days. But so this is Stuart Lake. Good view. You can see over there too much, the sun. Sun's pretty bright, but that's why we got some of our stuff hanging on the trees to dry out. Where'd that duck go? There's a duck over here diving for fish. A little bit of a glacier. Beautiful day though. Not a cloud in the sky. When we hiked about 5 miles to get here.
Roughly 5.5 by the time we came back here.
What was our elevation gain? 1300?
It's roughly 5,500 here, and it was, yeah, 15 to 17, something like that.
17. Hiking to Lake Kolchak. How much?
At least 3 meters deep.
Oh, that's probably deeper than that.
This is so deceptive.
Right. Hard to
How
tell.
did you pick that little boulder? That's all big.
Well, look about how much this boulder is underneath the water.
Yeah. Well, it's at an angle though too.
Yeah, it's probably 3 or 4 feet deep. We gotta go up through there. Holy balls. About 2,300 foot climb in about a mile, so it's going to be steep. Finally up here at Kolchak Lake. Water's like super green. It's pretty cool. A decent sized glacier up there. Probably the biggest one we've seen. A couple of them. Still not that big though. Show them where we're at in the map here. Right there's Kolchak. We're around in there somewhere. So, Asgard Pass. It's crazy.
That's gotta be Asgard Pass, right there.
That's what we're going up?
Yep.
Balls. So we gotta hike around the lake.
Gotta hike around the lake to that side, and then there's probably a shitload of switchbacks. It gets steep
And then
as shit.
Asgard Pass is right. We gotta go up that. I don't see how we're gonna get up it, but apparently you can. Whatevs. Now we're on the other side of Kolchak. getting ready to come up to the base of Asgard Pass, and we gotta cross this rock field. So I want to watch Todd, because if he hurts himself, then I'm not going. Yeah, me too. These rocks are killing my feet. Not as bad with these insoles. Had to get new super feet insoles, because these rocks were just killing my feet. I've got trail running shoes, not necessarily hiking shoes, so. Taking a little break to base Asgard Pass before we got to go up it. But this is gonna be something. Can't even. Yeah, we're going all the way up here, all the way up there. I don't even know why why are we doing this again? Because it's there. Well, it better be worth it, because I might not be making it back down. I might be dead halfway up. That's a real possibility. That is a real possibility. And here comes Todd. So we've come up all that way. We still have all that to go. Okay, and there's people in front of us here. Wasn't too bad, was it? Not as bad as I thought. Yeah, we're not almost there. We're not even close. You're a liar. I figured. Yeah, I figured once I turned back in there. I've been hiking about probably about an hour, maybe a little over, up Asgard's Pass. We might be about halfway, maybe a little more than halfway. But I mean, down there's where we came from. Does it? I think Todd's telling me it's supposed to be leveling out up here. I'll believe it when I see it. Sitting down taking a breather, man. This is brutal. So it better be worth it, which I have no doubt that it will be. I mean, this view right here is already pretty much worth it. There's another pond up here. Eventually we're gonna stop and eat lunch if we can ever get to the top. Finally at the top of Asgard Pass. How long did it take to get up here again, Todd?
2 long.
2.5? 2?
I said too long.
I know, but I thought it was, it took way too long. You're right. Now we gotta go all the way back down.
We started at 7:30 in the morning, or up 7:20 in the morning, and it's 1:30.
Good, how are you?
Good, guys. Yeah, huh? Yeah. Down below.
As soon as you go over that bridge, you'll see it down below. It's a long way down. Two, be careful. Almost look like they strip mine this place. I mean, it's above tree line, but it's just so bare. Just so bare. Where'd he go? There he is. He's trying to eat lunch. He keeps... He about got dive bombed by some kind of bird earlier. Where'd he go? There were climbers up there earlier. They've already made it up, right? Yeah, they made it up. Just eating lunch. Freaking bees, dude, have been dive bombing me all freaking day. The whole way up here.
I don't think they have stingers.
I mean, they haven't stung me at all, but
No, I don't think they have stingers.
getting on my nerves. We were just hiking down and they were standing right here. It's a mama and his baby. Her baby. They're supposed to be aggressive in this area, so we're trying not to mess with them. And then there's a chipmunk.
Well, this is the trail out to the trailhead. Got about, I think about a mile left, if that. With me is Chad, my partner for this trip. Yesterday we had one hell of a day hike. Over 3,000 feet of elevation gain. Today's the easy day. We're heading to Mount Rainier. We'll have a nice 3-hour car drive to get there from here. Chad, you just completed the hike to Asgard Pass, the hike from hell. How do you feel?
Say F that noise, man. It's ridiculous.